Go. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Rawson. I am a presidential founder for Green Compass Global, which is a very, very special hemp wellness company based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And today I have the privilege of getting to chat with a wonderful person that is partnered with me in this business. And her name is Jenny Chavez, and she owns a business called Route to Recovery. And we're just going to have a little quick chat about the endocannabinoid system, CBD, what makes Green Compass different. So I wanted to introduce you to my friend Jenny Chavez. And Jenny, thank you so much for getting on with me today. I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about your business and how you have been able to incorporate Green Compass products to just as another great tool to have for what you can offer to your clients. So welcome, and tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Thank you. I'm also super excited about this meeting. I'm all about educating people. And so just to inform you guys, Rouse Recovery was established as a physical therapy practice. It's cash-based. And we were founded in 2020 because we were on a mission to help people with a holistic approach. There's a lot of traditional physical therapy places out there where you go, you lay on the table and you do a few exercises. But me, myself, as a person, I wanted to treat people as a whole holistically and look at different areas of their lives. And so that's where the CBD products come in. I feel that as a practitioner, I can only do about 80% of the work. And then the other 20%, I've struggled since 2015, since I've been a PT, on ways that I can help those patients physically, mentally, physiologically. I felt that I couldn't do much about that, but now that I've been exposed to these products, I feel like I can recommend things for their mental health. Like I said, physiologically, like a lot of things that are going on internally that I couldn't do anything about. So I'm very excited for the future of this company, for the future of the connection that we have established, because I feel that as a whole, it's going to be the best for our patients.
I love that. I really do think that the future is going to be so much more centered on plant medicine and a holistic approach, because with our bodies, everything is connected. We're going to talk a little bit about the endocannabinoid system in a bit. But I just think it's funny when we met not too long ago through a mutual friend at a networking group, and I found out you were a therapist. I'm like, oh, have you heard of the endocannabinoid system? And your answer was kind of funny. You were like,
I was like, the
what?
endocannabinoid, who?
Right, which is, I mean, even a lot of doctors, they did not learn about this in medical school unless you went on your own um, self-education journey. This is a fairly new system that people are just really starting to learn about. So it was actually discovered back in the early 90s by an Israeli scientist. His name is Dr. Raphael Mechoulam. He actually recently passed, but he really was a pioneer in this industry. So much of his research has really been the foundation of things that we're continuing to learn about the endocannabinoid system and cannabinoids in general. So real quickly, before we even talk about kind of what makes Green Compass products so much better and superior, I would love to just explain what the endocannabinoid system is. So we all have, any animal with a spine has an endocannabinoid system, right? And so it actually is from head to toe. We have endocannabinoid receptors from head to toe. And what Dr. Mechoulam found out was this is actually the most important system in our body, because it's the only system that both sends signals and receives signals to all of our body's other systems. So we're talking about your neurological system, respiratory, digestive system, endocrine system, everything is basically being regulated by our endocannabinoid system. So normally our bodies produce cannabinoids, which keeps that system strong and helps it communicate to every other system. But just like everything else that we're experiencing in life in this day and age, there's different things that can throw that out of whack. Everything from stress and trauma to, toxins in our foods, toxins in our air, even prescription medications and over-the-counter medications can really throw that system out of whack. So, but the really cool thing is that when we can supplement with phytocannabinoids, which come in all kinds of plants, it's not just the hemp plant. I like to point out, a lot of cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts and hops and broccoli, black pepper, they have cannabinoids too. There's CBD and other cannabinoids in those as well. So, but it's very concentrated in the hemp flower. And so, when we can supplement our endocannabinoid system with these cannabinoids, it's not only going to supplement, but it's also stimulating our body's own system, own innate system to be able to do its job better. So that is one reason why when you hear, oh my gosh, CBD can help with all these different things. How can one product help with all these different things? That's why. It's because it's feeding your endocannabinoid system and trickling down. So, with your area of expertise, you're probably coming across a lot of people that have a multitude of different things that they're challenged with.
Yes, and some of those things, they come in with chronic pain issues, mainly in their joints, a lot of soreness. It's normal to have soreness, but they'll come in with excessive amount of soreness just from doing minor exercise routines. The other thing would be like headaches,
Mhm.
things like that. And so, like you mentioned earlier about the prescribed medications, you go to the doctor and that's the main thing that they're going to give you, right? The doctor's not going to lay you down and do special tests like we do. And they're just going to say, oh, you have pain, here's this opioid medication, but that's just covering up the pain
Right.
for these patients. And so that's where a lot of frustration comes from my patients when they've been through so many doctors. They've been through pain management, orthopedic doctors, just a whole bunch of specialists, and they're still having this pain. So then that's when they reach out to me and they're like, hey, I need your help now. And
Yeah.
so when they come in, I do an evaluation and I come up with a personalized plan for them. But there's still, like I said, that 20% of like, how am I going to help you with your nutrition?
Yeah.
This person's a little bit overweight or whatnot. How am I going to help you with your mental health? You sound a little bit depressed or anxious. Now I feel very confident to say, look, I have these products myself and I recommend them 100%, and
Yeah.
I can help you physically, and these products will help you in the other matters,
That's right.
physiologically, mentally.
That's right. It helps with sleep, helps with stress, helps with inflammation and pain. So those are probably the top three reasons why people turn to CBD. They're the most known: sleep, anxiousness, and inflammation and pain. But the really, really cool thing is that when people start taking these products for these things, that might be the only thing that they add or the only thing that they change. They start noticing positive responses in other areas. So maybe their blood pressure was a little on the higher end, or maybe their blood sugar numbers were elevated. It actually will help balance those things out as well. Same thing with, you know, I have a lot of women like in their 50s that are starting to go through menopause or premenopause. Well, they started taking CBD for stress and sleep, but then they realized they're not having hot flashes anymore. Like that's a really that could be life changing, which is going to also going to help with sleep when you don't have to deal with that. Um, Also, another big clientele base right now are parents looking for some holistic solutions for their kids that have attention issues or trouble concentrating in school, maybe trouble regulating their emotions. It can make a world of difference, and it's very gentle, very natural. But you have to be so careful what you give to your kids, right? And so that kind of takes me into this next topic: is what makes Green Compass different? Because we see CBD signs everywhere, right? It's you can get it from a gas station, you can get it from, you know, the health food store, you can get it from the grocery store, but it can be paralyzing when you're interested and you think that there could be benefits, but where do you start? And honestly, people have good reason to be a little bit nervous because as of now, it's not a regulated industry. 80% of CBD sold here in the United States actually comes from hemp grown in China. In China, they use it for pollution control. They're literally growing hemp because it's such a great plant to like pull toxins out of the ground and out of the air. And then they're chopping it down and selling it here. And companies, even American companies, are are, mixing it up and putting a great, pretty professional label on it and selling it. Sometimes it's a very diluted product that's not going to help. Sometimes it can actually be tainted with marijuana, which is not hemp, by the way. I didn't cover that, but hemp and marijuana, just really quickly, are cousin plants. They're not the same plants. So all of our products come from hemp, 100% legal in all 50 states, safe for, people of all ages and pets. Um, but anyway, they're using that dirty hemp and putting it in a bottle here, and people think that what they're getting is going to be a good product. Well, they're actually taking one step forward and two steps back, because it can be tainted with pesticides, toxins, heavy metals. And again, it can sometimes even have higher levels of THC than what's legal, because maybe they mix some marijuana plant in it. So there's so many different factors. So we have an amazing quality product for many different reasons. So the things that make Green Compass different, number one, first and foremost, is we actually own our own farms. We are the largest hemp farmers on the Eastern Seaboard, which I think is very interesting. They're primarily in the Wilmington area, and they're all USDA certified organic farms. So USDA certified organic is a big deal. If you have your bottle there, Jenny, you can probably put it up to the um, into the camera, and you'll see that there's that USDA certified organic circle there, the green and the
Yeah.
white. That's a big deal. So to get that label, you have to have farmed organically for 10 years or more, going through rigorous process of testing the water, the soil, the plant, the final product. It's going through a very, very tough process. So we actually were growing sweet potatoes long for many, many decades, organic sweet potato farms, before we transitioned to hemp farms back in 2014. So our company's actually been growing hemp since 2014. We were part of the hemp pilot program, which was a very big honor to be, given one of the first licenses to do that in the state. So that's huge. Beyond that, we also process our hemp, on our own, on our own facilities. So the processing of the hemp makes a big difference. A lot of companies, the cheap and easy way is to use solvents, to process it. But number one, it's not good for you. Number two, it makes it taste bad. And number three, it leads to just a not a very good, clean product. It won't be organic after that point. We use CO2 subcritical extraction. That's another big deal. We
And
own
the
the research
flavor is
lab.
good.
The what?
The
That's
flavors are
right.
really good.
Yeah. So it leads to a product that tastes good because it's so pure. We only extract from the flower as well. So if you're taking CBD or seen the bottle of another brand that's not as good quality and you see the word aerial parts, that's actually a red flag, because that just means they're taking the whole hemp plant, thrown in a blender, doing some, filtering, but the good stuff is in the flower. And so that is where we process it from. So it doesn't taste like grass. It doesn't taste like a plant. It has a very nice taste to it. Even our flavors are organic. They're not flavors, they're actually essential oils. Every essential oil that we use is also organic. We own the research and development and the processing of it all. So we're actually pioneering in the CBD space, developing products that no other companies have, including you had the jar of the nano jellies. So we have an
Yes.
amazing nanotechnology, where we can still stay organic and have these great nano jellies, which is just a different delivery method. But the difference is that you are going to absorb like 98% of the hemp flower extract or the CBD that's in there, versus another type of jelly you might grab from a farmer's market or health food store. Your body's really only absorbing a very small percentage. So a lot of people don't even feel a difference if you're taking CBD jellies or gummies from a different place. A lot of people haven't had that great of results, and that's why it's not nano emulsified, so you're not going to be absorbing a lot. And then also, lastly, we do third party testing, and so third party testing means we send it off to an independent lab. They're testing the product. And we have the QR code that links to that. So the QR code is on the bottom of all of our products. And you can be assured that you're getting exactly what's in the bottle. So those are just some of the Green Compass differences. So we only have a few more minutes left. So I wanted to hear a little bit about what products you're recommending to your clients, and what are they loving? What are you personally loving as well?
So, personally, I was very overwhelmed initially. I don't know if you remember, but I said when I first met you, I told you I haven't really looked into CBD. I've heard of it, but there's many people that say good things, others say bad things about it. I don't even know where to start. But right away, you were very knowledgeable and you calmed that, you know, the overwhelming sensation with good information, just like you did today. So, what you had recommended for me to start with, and I considered myself a very well balanced person, mentally, physically. I couldn't think of any issues that this could help me with, right? But anyone can benefit from it. And so I started taking the tincture. This one here is
Full spectrum.
700, the full
Mhm.
spectrum, 750 milligrams, along with the jellies, the nano jellies. And so I wanted to take it so that I could be able to share my testimonial. And what I experienced was improved digestive
Yeah,
feelings and sensations. I didn't even realize I had issues with that, but I started to feel lighter in my belly area. I started to feel
I love
less
that.
bloated. And I was like, wow, I didn't even realize that was an issue for me, but now I feel a lot better. The other difference that I noticed was that I wasn't feeling as tired during the day. I
Wow.
was feeling more focused.
Yeah,
Um, and at nighttime, my sleep was more rested.
I
I was
love
waking up
that.
more rested in the mornings.
Yes, because a lot of
So
people
those
sometimes think, oh, you can only take CBD before bed. Not ours. If it's a good, clean product, it's going to balance your system out. So if your body needs sleep, it's going to help it sleep. If your body needs focus and maybe a little energy, it's going to help balance out the body so that you feel that as well. So that's a great point that you brought up.
Yeah, so because I started off with those are the ones that I feel very comfortable recommending to my clients, and um, so this is the one that I recommend the most. And I tell them to start off light, 0.25 milliliters, and then see what your dosage, what
Right.
that dosage does to you, and then slowly start to increase and see what the best dose is. So we start with that. And then the other thing is the roll on, the pain roll on.
Yes.
This is for pain. And so I use this for when patients come in after a session. I roll it on their bodies, let's say their shoulders, and then they leave and they feel like the 5% that was still kind of aching, it goes away.
I love that. That's a very popular product, the reduced pain cream.
And then this is a top of the another pain cream, but it's not a roll on.
Right. Yep.
So I like to use
Love it.
that one at the end of my massage sessions.
Mhm.
You just need a tiny bit for them to feel that
Yes.
sensation. It feels a lot different than Icy Hot and all those other
Right.
products. It just feels amazing. And then now I'm into this collagen.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
taking the collagen fresh melon.
Yes.
I'm on my fourth day of taking it. And so I'm going to strongly recommend that to my clients as well for their joint pain. Like I
That
said, that's
that
one of the
that's
main things that
right.
we
I love that. Some people think of collagen and they just think of it as a beauty product. Like, I don't care about my skin or my hair. Well, yeah, it definitely helps with hair, skin, and nails, but collagen makes is the most prevalent protein in your body. And so it's amazing for joint health.
Mhm.
And what makes our collagen different again is first of all, it's so clean. We just the way we source our materials for the collagen is so different. And ours has CBG. So CBG is another cannabinoid found in the hemp flower. But when we take it, isolate it, and nano amplify it, like we do for the collagen, we're finding that CBG is a cannabinoid that's great for inflammation. It's antiviral, antibacterial. It's an incredible thing that we have the ability to take out these different cannabinoids and strengthen them and put them in products that really target things like joint health and skin. So I love the collagen. I mean, I drink it every day, and I know so many people that it's helped their joints immensely. So it's another great product.
Everyone would say, wait until you're 30 and you're going to start to feel pain. I didn't believe it, but now I'm like, why do I have pain here? Why do I have pain there? And so that's why I'm going to be taking it consistently daily to see what I feel, what
Well,
results I
your
get.
skin is definitely glowing. So I think it's I think that's smart of you to start taking it young. You're still a youngin, but it always helps everyone. Even my son, my 16-year-old son, he mixes up our electrolyte. We have another great electrolyte drink with the collagen every morning before he goes to the weight room. So and does his workout. So it's a great product. So um was there anything else you wanted to add? I think this was a lot of great information that we can share, but
I wanted to just share that we have samples of some of the products. Some of the samples that I have currently are for the collagen. So if you're interested in obtaining that, just let us know and we can get those for you so you can start
yes.
trying them out. And like I
And
said, there's
Jenny,
two flavors, the melon and the lemon.
that's right. And there's a unflavored too for people that want to put it like in coffee or a smoothie. But I just want to commend you because you really are a wealth of information. You ask so many great questions and you are like a sponge. So I feel like you are well on your way to being a hemp wellness expert as well. And I'm happy to help however I can as well. And I'm just excited to have you partner with us at Green Compass. I'm excited for your business and how many people that you're able to help. And I just appreciate you getting on with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate you and everything that you've educated me on because like I said,
My
I'm not as
pleasure.
overwhelmed anymore. I feel more confident with the products because I feel that they are safe product for my patients.
That's right. Safe for all ages. So reach out to
Safe
us if
for all.
you have any questions. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye bye.